Hi, boys and girls. So today we're going to be working on two-dimensional shapes on three-dimensional shapes. So our question here today, it says, what two-dimensional shapes do you see on the flat surface of the three-dimensional shape? So before we begin, let's review a few shapes. This is the cone. All right, you see it? So it's like an ice cream cone. See that? And it has one flat surface, which is a circle. We have the cube, and it has the flat surface right here, and it's the shape of a square. Okay. Then we have the rectangular prism, and this one has two different types of faces. So it has the rectangular face, and then it has the square face. So this one's a special one. It has two different types of shapes. All right, so let's read our question here. It says, listen and draw. So you might need to get a piece of paper for this activity, or you can just do it on your workbook. All right. So right here, I have my workbook because I don't have my workbook with me, so I have my notebook. And I'm going to read the problem here. It says, use a cone. So you're going to place your cone onto the piece of paper. If you don't have a cone, that's okay. Just follow me, and then we're going to trace the shape on our book. All right. So it says, place the cone onto the surface. What do you see? So I'm going to place the cone right here, and I'm going to trace around it. So when I trace around the shape of the cone, okay, what shape did I trace? If you said circle, that's correct. All right. So I want you to do that on your book now. Okay. All right. So when you put your shape onto a flat surface, you can trace what face it is. All right. So this face is a circle. I'll give you a minute to complete this problem, and then we're going to move on. All right. Okay. You can go. All right. So now let's move on to the next page, page 658. It says here, trace around the flat surfaces of the three-dimensional shape to find the two-dimensional shapes. All right, so this is a rectangular prism, and they already have all the faces given to you. You just have to trace it, and we're going to do it together. All right, so let's trace this one. What shape is this, guys? It's a square, all right? Good job. Then we have this one here. It's a rectangle. And then the next one is a rectangle. This one is a square. And this one is a rectangle. And this one is a rectangle, right? Okay. So you have all the faces drawn here, and now you know that this rectangular prism has two different types of faces, right? So these flat surfaces are the square and the rectangle, okay? So now moving on, it says use three-dimensional shapes, trace around this flat surface. Circle the shapes you draw. So you might not have these objects at home, that's okay, but remember on our last lessons that we said you can look around as a grown-up to find a few of these shapes for you so it can help you, right? So this one here, you can use a cube, you can use a shape that looks like maybe a can or the tissue box, all right? So this one is a cube, so which faces do you see? Which flat surface do you see in this shape here? All right, is it the triangle, the square, the rectangle, or the circle? If you chose the square, you're correct. So let's circle the square. Okay. Now, the next one is a cylinder. Okay. So the cylinder has one flat surface, and on the bottom here it has another flat surface. So let's take a look. Is it a circle, triangle, rectangle, or square? So let me grab mine and I'll show you how it looks. So you see here, there's two flat surfaces, one, two. So right here is a circle, and the other side is a circle too. All right, so this is a circle. And our last one is a rectangular prism. So remember, rectangular prism? So remember we said that there's two different flat surfaces. There's the rectangle and the square. All right, so let's find these shapes. Is it this one? Yes, it is. And is it the triangle? No. Is it the circle? No. It's the rectangle here. Okay, so now boys and girls, you're going to do the next 2 pages all by yourself, and then when you're done, you're going to send it to your teachers in your folder and class dojo. All right, and don't forget to do the homework pages on for this lesson. All right, have a great day.